On that women's golf now, the Sunshine Ladies Tour and the Women's PGA of South Africa announced yesterday that the 2018 Investec South African Women's Open will be jointly co-sanctioned between the Sunshine Ladies Tour, the WPGA, and the Ladies European Tour. To speak more about this, we're joined in studio by a 7-time winner on the Women's Sunshine Tour, Ashleigh Buhai, also formerly Ashley Simon, and Sunshine Ladies Tour tournament promoter, Thomas Abbott. Good morning to the both of you and welcome to Morning Live.
Morning.
Thank you.
I'm going to start with you, Ashleigh, because of course this is hugely significant for women's golf. The fact that we have got the Ladies European Tour being involved in South Africa once again.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Obviously, Investec have backed us, and now the European Tour have come along, the Ladies European Tour, and it just means that women's golf in the country is going from strength to strength, and you're going to have a lot of strong players competing for the Investec South African Women's Open this year.
You guys have worked really hard as a Sunshine Women's Tour to actually make this happen, haven't you?
Yeah, we were very lucky. 5-6 years ago, the state of men's professional golf in our country was really strong. And our executive director, Sawul Nathan, at the time said, hey, the time is right now. We need to get something for our ladies to be playing on. Something strong, something worthwhile. At the time, it wasn't in a great position. We had a few tournaments. And he said, let's go speak to our men's sponsors now and say, hey, you're doing fantastically well with the men. Let's look what we can do for the ladies. And from there, it grew and grew. Our first year, so 4 or 5 years ago, our ladies were playing for 100,000 rand per tournament. Probably total purse at that time, 2.5 million. Which 4 or 5 years later, we've increased to just over 7 million rand, with Investec putting up a 2 million rand now for our SA Open tournament. So we're very blessed and lucky. Our engagement started with the Ladies European Tour in July last year. Saying how can we get the Ladies European Tour back to South Africa. Many discussions with them, and early in December they came back and said absolutely, we want to do this, how can we do it? So we're fantastically excited about the announcement we made yesterday, and let's hope it goes from strength to strength.
Ashleigh, you've been on the golfing scene for, I think you've grown up for so many people as, you know, one of the figures for women's golf in South Africa. Last year you won the Chase to the Investec Cup. How have you seen women's golf grow over the last couple of years, since we now have a Sunshine Ladies Tour and with more sponsors getting involved and with just the status of women's golf growing?
Well, it's grown tremendously. I was playing professional tournaments at the age of 14, and it gave me the confidence of competitive golf, and I think that's why I did pretty well at such a young age, and then unfortunately went through a bit of a lull. But it's fantastic that we have all these events again on the Sunshine Ladies Tour, so local girls here are able to test themselves against the best and see the level they need to step it up to, because from the amateur to professional scene, it's a big step, and I think it shows them what they need to do to work to get there, and it starts to just get them comfortable with playing competitive golf against some of the best, and we're just very blessed that we're finally able to have tournaments and compete in South Africa again.
Are you seeing the new talent coming through?
Yeah, I am, and I've seen it every year with the way the scores are every tournament. Every year they're getting better. There's been a few different winners every year. There are a few of us that play overseas internationally, and we try to set the standard, and but the girls are starting to match it, which is fantastic to see.
And have you seen an increase in just the number and the interest from, women wanting to find out how do we get onto the Sunshine Ladies Tour and actually wanting to play events?
Absolutely. When we started again, we probably had an entry field, or a field rather, between 40 and 50 odd ladies. Already since the announcement for our co-sanctioned event, the Investec SA Open Women's Tournament, we were sitting up at 90 entries already. So there is interest, it is growing, and hopefully with the backing of our sponsors, Investec, Canon, who have come on board recently as well, the City of Tshwane, City of Johannesburg, Dimension Data, with the backing of those corporations and government, we're hoping that ladies professional golf will grow and grow and grow. And we get to see a few more Ashleighs on the fairway, and Leanne Pacers as well, and Stacey Bregmans. We've got the talent, and hopefully now with our tour we've got going, it can only go from strength to strength.
But it's also about keeping those sponsors, it's about keeping the statuses, isn't it?
Absolutely. And again, I think the most important part is a sponsor comes on board and says, yes, we need to promote women's professional golf, but they need to get value out of it. And that's what we're trying to do. Now, especially again with the co-sanctioned element with the Ladies European Tour, Investec from a brand point of view will get heaps of value out of it. So we need to give value back to our sponsors, and we believe we're doing that all the time. Hence our prize funds are going, and every time our sponsorship negotiations with them come to the table, they go, absolutely, we got value last year. Let's do it again. Let's increase. Let's make professional women's golf better and bigger.
You had a fantastic season last season. What are your hopes for this year? I'm sure dethroning Leanne Payton, denying her fourth consecutive South African Open title will be one of them, but your goals for the year ahead in the season?
My goals for the year, obviously, to win the South African Women's Open would be fantastic. I won it as an amateur. I've yet to win it as professional. But there's going to be a lot of great players. Leanne's won it 3 years in a row. You know, she's going for the fourth. But mainly, I'm playing full-time on the LPGA, and my goals are to stay within the top 50, hopefully top 30 on the money list. Last year I finished top 50, so improve on that and just improve my world rankings and play consistent golf.
Lovely, sir. Thank you very much, Ashleigh Buhai and Thomas Abbott from the Sunshine Ladies Swayze Tournament promoter. Thank you very much for joining us to speak to us about this wonderful announcement that our National Women's Open is now going to be co-sanctioned by the Ladies European Tour. The Sunshine Ladies Tour gets underway on the 23rd of January with the Canon Ladies Tshwane Open, and then it runs right up until the South African Women's Open from the 8th to the 10th of March. Stay with Morning Live. We've got more coming up after the break.